Bit nervous, but let's start the OPC CORSA VXR for the first time. Let's get the engine in this OPC VXR. It's been a wee while now, but there's had so much on. But yeah, in this video, we're gonna get the engine in, get it all plumbed up, the wiring done, coolant, vacuum lines, everything, and we can turn the key for the first time, and I pray that it starts. Unfortunately, I didn't film me putting the new clutch and flywheel on. I did that pretty much at night time. I was just being bored, so I just sat down and did it on the car. You know, well, not on the car, but the engine is currently on a crane in the back garden, but it's all done, gearbox is on, so it's ready to go in the car. So, that being said, let's crack on. Please just drop a wee thumbs up and a comment, it means a lot for the algorithm, so let's get started. But just a wee recap, engine bay's cleaned, everything's okay. I do need to replace the subframe. Now, a few people did say, just do it while the engine's out, but I don't want to spend any more money on this car until I know it's running perfect and all the rest of it. So yeah, I'm going to replace in everything you see here. All the drop links, subframe, suspension arms, the brake hoses are going to braided because they're all rotten. The brakes getting painted front to back, getting new truck rod ends, truck rod arm things, everything's getting done. Apart from like the bushes in there because they're actually okay, but yeah, everything's getting done, guys, so this car will be perfect. But yeah, before I put the engine in, here it is. Obviously, for anyone who's maybe new to the channel, yeah, this engine came with the car. I think there's a wee tag on it somewhere which tells me the compression, and what is it again? Yeah, there we go, 180 psi across all 4 cylinders. And this engine came from a guy called Tim Martin, I think his name was, which is a very reputable guy. So yeah, everything's good. As I said, I put the gearbox on. That's all been cleaned. I actually pressure washed it when it was off the car. We've got a brand new one of these in it. That's all just, that was knackered. That's the old one. Everything's good. Turbo's on. Vacuum lines are on. Yeah, we're good to go really. So this is gonna be a nightmare, dragging it all the way over there, but let's crack on. Right, we're getting there. That was a nightmare getting it over here. I didn't realise how heavy this actually was with the gearbox on it, but because I am soaking. I don't know if you can see through the camera, but the heavens have just opened, and I'm stuck in the middle of doing this shit. I need to get the engine in the car before it gets too wet. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't want all the electrics. I don't want all the stuff in the car soaked, like the electrical stuff. So I'm off camera when this is done. Oh, that was an absolute fucking nightmare. But the engine is in. Right, so obviously it's a new day, but obviously we made a lot of kind of off-camera progress, because at the end of the day, right, it's boring watching me, like, put clips on and plug stuff in, but yeah, so where we're at basically is we've got drive shafts in, all the wiring, fuel lines are plugged in, all the important stuff on. I'm just kind of like getting bits and bobs on. We've got the new exhaust on, new clips, so and so forth. So I think the next thing I do is, I've sorted all the boost pipes as well, because, like back in the shed there, I'll show you in a minute, I've had to replace all these kind of clips because they're all just rusted out and they're poor quality. So I'll show you that now, and then we'll get a plan put in place. Here is all the radiator pack and intercooler, etc. So I actually took all this apart and got a good clean. I even resprayed this whole front panel because it was really scabby and grey, so that looks a little bit better now. The radiator pack, yeah, again, I've flushed that out, cleaned out the radiator, give it a clean, checked it over for any damage, and that is all good. And obviously here is all the intercooler piping. Now, this was the old clips that are on it, and you can see they're not very good. They're quite flimsy, as you can see. So I went and got these ones here, and obviously they're really sturdy and they're a better quality too. Much thicker, more durable as well. The size is okay, but yeah, went over all of them with that. Even cleaned out the insides of all the intercooler piping. So you actually stripped this all down, went through all the cloth, brake cleaner, so because it was all covered in grime and all the rest of it. So yeah, all this is ready to go on. So I'm just gonna like, I don't want to talk too much because I've got a lot of work to do in so little time. So I'm just gonna like go at the front of the car, set up the camera, and let's crack on. Right, just to be update, so we got all the kind of coolant lines on, apart from the expansion tank, obviously. But just so you know, because obviously I might be selling this car, don't know yet, but just so in case anyone want to buy this car and see in the future, all brand new clips just to make things a little bit better and just for a better quality of work. These are actually really expensive, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, brand new clips everywhere I possibly could. Yeah, so I think the next thing I'm gonna do is probably do the intercooler piping. Yeah, let's do this. Just worth mentioning, actually, I need to put the battery back in, but also just so everyone knows as well, I've got some brand new clips on the heater matrix hoses as well. And one thing I forgot to mention as well, I did set up the gear linkage as well. It's got to be kind of locator pin right there. So obviously you put that in place with like a drill bit, and then obviously you're good to go really. So obviously when these cables are removed, you put this in place first with the drill bit, then you put your linkages on. Probably worth mentioning in case there's anyone doing this themselves, but anyway, let's get this intercooler on. It's a bit of a pain in the arse getting all these set up properly because getting everything angled properly, but all the boost pipes are now on, all the brand new clips, and I mean, like, I think the clips are maybe a little bit too big, but I mean, they're good quality, and these are really good quality clips. I mean, I just couldn't have left the old ones on. They're very flimsy and very rusty. Yeah. Right, that is the front panel fully bolted on. Put some new bolts as well, because I'm sorry, right, but I can't put them back in. That's just half-arsed, like, you know. Anyway, so we've got all the wiring on here, all attached properly. The brand new expansion tank, all the nice brand new clips on. No doubt someone will complain about me for something along the way, but right, so as I said, I'm just using this kind of like cheaper stuff at the moment. Then once also you got running and I kind of flush out the system, then I'll put in some expensive stuff. Right, so I just put the battery on, and now I'm gonna make sure I'm just gonna put the ignition on and all that kind of nonsense, just make sure that I actually shit myself there. Yeah, so the spark plug's in. The only thing I haven't done is obviously put gearbox oil in, but when I do run it, I'm not going to run it for long. Plus, there's not going to be any load under the gearbox anyway, because I'm not going to drive in it, so... Right. Bit nervous, but let's start the OPC CORSA VXR for the first time. Let's do this.
It's alive!
Started running really poor there, so I just kind of switched it off just to play it safe, but I mean, there's no warning lights on the dash anyway, so right, so I let it run for like a few minutes, maybe like less than a minute. I let it run for there. Seems to be running smooth enough, but I can hear like a ticking noise, like a tap 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 noise coming from down here somewhere. So I'm not sure if there's an exhaust leak coming from the manifold, which it can't be because I have a brand new manifold gasket, or it's coming from this stupid clip here. So I don't know, but the good thing is it runs and there's no like, I mean, hold on, 2 seconds guys. Touch wood, everything's going okay so far. Right, so that's gearbox oil done, oil topped up. Now I'm going to start up again and let it run for longer. leak right there. Thing is, I need to take off the exhaust, but I need to take the exhaust off anyway for the subframe to come off anyway, so I'll leave it like that. No leaks. Yeah, the exhaust is rattling. There we go. Right, so it's getting smoother and smoother, I will say that. Well, what can I say? This has definitely been an absolute success. What can I say? Extremely happy. Like, 2 seconds, I'm gonna do it again. Touch wood, nothing's gone wrong so far. It's a lot smoother now, as you can probably tell by the clip. So I'm gonna end this video here. So this video deserves a thumbs up, and please drop a comment below with your thoughts on this video. So in the next video, we're going to be probably reassembling the front end. I still need to take the exhaust off again to obviously do the subframe. So now that I know the engine's running perfectly fine now, all I need to do is order a brand new subframe, brand new wishbones, truck rod ends, drop links, yeah, all that stuff needs to be replaced. And yeah, we need the rear brakes as well, so we've got a lot of work ahead of us, but we got the worst of it done, and I'm really happy, guys. This is the first time I've done all this myself. I mean, I've never done an engine before, never done a clutch, never done any of this, and I've had no help at all. So this has been a big confidence boost for me. So anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, give me a thumbs up, comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.